Hi everyone, it's Renee here from Lovely Lavender Wishes, and I pray that you are having a very blessed day today. There's been a lot of videos and talk going around lately of glue books, or what I call picture journals. I've been doing this for years. Since I was a kid, I've been doing picture journals. And these are a great way for beginners to start if you feel like maybe you want to get into the whole junk journaling thing, but you feel like you have no creativity whatsoever, or you just don't have the supplies or the time or whatever. These are a perfect way to kind of jump in the pool a little bit. And so what I did is I just randomly grabbed a couple of my journals from my shelf, and this one, as you can see, is literally falling apart. It's a big one. It's, you know, gosh, I don't even know how big these are. Probably over 12. These are probably 14 by 11 or something like that. 13 by 11. Yeah, about 14 by 11 inches. So these are big books. And really all I did when I started these was just find any kind of just kind of drawing pad or whatever. This was just blank paper drawing pads. And so when I grabbed these off the shelves, I just randomly grabbed a couple and I opened this one up and I looked at the date and I saw that it was from 1998. So I have been doing this for a while, and this was just one of them. I have some from when I was a kid. But these are great to get started in. And all a glue book is, or a picture journal is you just cutting out images from magazines, from junk mail, from any kind of scrapbooks or anything that you have around the house, even napkins or sayings or anything that grabs you. And this, it's fun to look back on these and kind of, I'm going to just randomly flip through this a little bit and kind of randomly see, what kind of struck your fancy at the time. And what I recommend, like here's something, just maybe some kind of recipe that you liked, or these were quotes from a newsletter I got and I enjoyed them, so I cut them out and put them in my book. And then you just kind of glue these in any random haphazard way that you like. As you can see, I like a little bit more organization perhaps, or I kind of space things out. Some people like to put everything on top of each other, make it like a collage. You can do that, but this is super easy. All you need is some scissors, glue stick, glue, tape, whatever you want, stapler, and then a book to put it in. It could be a notebook. You can make your own book with scrap paper. These were just, like I said, drawing books, just, big sketch books. And then here's another one. I don't even know what date this one was. Oh, this one was from 2001 and 2002. And again, see, big pictures that just grabbed my fancy. I would just cut out and glue in. So the beauty of this is you can do this mindlessly. Like, what I really enjoy doing is just grab any old magazine or anything. Just what I would do is put a stack of magazines to the side, and maybe one day while I was just listening to some music or watching TV or whatever, I would just quickly flip through the magazine or my papers or my junk mail or whatever it was I had in the stack. And if something grabbed me, I didn't even stop to think about like why it grabbed me. I'm like, ooh, I like that picture, so I cut it out. So you do this kind of mindlessly. Like if you like a phrase, or if you like a poem, or you like an article or something, and you don't understand why, just cut it out. If you like a picture, maybe you just like the colors in the picture. I know I have a lot of pages where I just liked the colors of the picture, or I liked the layout of the photo, or what have you, whatever it is. And you just cut. And let me see if I could find, yes. Okay, so what I would end up doing is as I cut, I would just fill up a bag full of all the images that I cut. So I wouldn't cut and then glue them on. I would just cut them all at one time, put them in a bag. And then another day, when I had time or when I wanted to, I would take these images and then start gluing them into my journal. And if you do this for a while, you start to notice a pattern. you start to see, like, as you can tell, I like to be a little bit organized. I like to have where I can see almost the whole picture. Some people like to collage and put them on top of each other and that kind of thing, which is totally fine. It's up to you, however you want to do it. But as you do this over time, you're going to notice patterns. And I have a book. Yes, I am an actual published author, y'all. I have 3 books out. This is one of them, Celebrate the Unique You. And in my book, this is a Bible journal or a Bible study book for women, seeing yourself through God's eyes. And in it, we have chapters of discovering yourself. And at the end of every chapter, we have a project to do as a group or, on your own. And one of the projects in chapter 1 was the picture journal. And I wrote this book a while back. And the materials needed is a blank journal, any size, to glue pictures in, magazines, images, phrases, poems, etc., or anything from the internet or mail, scissors, and glue. That is it, exactly what I told you. So what you want to do is take some quiet moments and flip through magazines, cutting out any word, phrase, or picture that touches you in some way. Don't stop to think about why you're cutting out a particular item. Cut and collect all your pictures for the first few days. And don't glue into the very last day. So you can do this for a week. You can do this over time. I've done mine over years. I just continually, like I showed you, cut out pictures, put them in a folder or an envelope. And then when I get around to it, I'll glue them in. And then afterwards, I want you to reflect on these questions. So this is another great way to actually get to know yourself and know who you are. Here are some questions that you can ask yourself. Number 1, what type of journal did you buy? Does it reflect your personality in some way? For me, it was what I had around the house. I just used some sketchbooks. But some people like to go out and either buy a journal or make their own journal. That's going to tell you a little bit about yourself. Do any pictures really stand out for you? And what do they make you feel? You're going to learn as you glue these pictures in and as you look back on your journals. I love looking back on my journals on these because they bring back emotions like this. I have a lot of things like this where it's showing me that I wanted some solitude time. I liked beaches. I love water. I love certain color combinations. And I learned that about myself as I did this. Number 4, is there a particular color or type of picture that shows up consistently in your journal? Number 5, did you cut out any words or phrases? Why or why not? And what did they mean to you? Number 6, does your journal bring out any strong emotions for you? Number 7, what about how you glue the pictures together? Are they glued in a haphazard or orderly manner? Maybe in an artistic way? Are they grouped in any way? Number 8, did anything surprise you while you were making your journal, or perhaps when you looked at it after you were finished? And number 9, did you learn something new about yourself? If so, what? Or did it reinforce some aspects of your character you already knew about yourself? So those are some questions that you can ask yourself at the end of this. And like I said, these journals, I actually go back to quite a lot for inspiration. Like if I needed like some color coordination, some color combination inspiration. Like I would look at these pictures, I'd be like, oh, I really like how those two go together. So I'm going to use that color combination in my next junk journal or in my next Bible journaling entry or whatever. Or sometimes I just needed some pictures that I wanted to draw. Like if, for example, I did take this picture and I use it as inspiration to do a drawing later on. So these journals, these picture journals or glue books or whatever you want to call them, actually can become inspiration for you later on. They also bring back some great memories. A lot of times I like to just put some music on and literally just kind of flip through these journals every once in a while because it just brings me back and it makes me happy. Like on days when I'm really having a hard day, sometimes these journals just have like the little images that just bring a smile to your face. And sometimes it's just that little pick-me-up that you need. And it's just a fun thing to do where you don't have to be very creative, you don't have to think about it too much, and you don't need a lot of supplies. So this is just something anyone can do. So if you feel like you want to start getting into the whole journaling thing, but you really don't want to get in, maybe jump into the junk journaling per se, or Bible journaling or whatever, a glue book or a picture journal, however you want to call it, this is a great way to begin that process. And like I said, like you can see how my style's changed over the years. You know, let's see. I can see how my tastes have changed over the years. And you know, like look at this page, like I wasn't even like consciously putting this together, but once I went back to it and I looked, I was like, wow, it's all sunsets. It's all just ocean or water or boats or isolation type pictures. And that told me a lot about myself, that I like my alone time. I love the water. I love sunsets. And you know, it just kind of brings to the front of your memory some things that really interest you. I like artistic pictures and artistic camera angles and things like that. I love certain color schemes, and it comes out over and over in my journals. So as you do this, you will learn a lot about yourself. So this is just, I just wanted to put this out there, that this is a great way for you to get started in the whole journaling world, I guess you'd say. And I know like the glue journals is having a new comeback. We've probably been doing these for years. I know I was gluing pictures into my notebooks at school growing up, and having a lot of fun with that, and trading notebooks with friends, and they'd glue things in and we'd swap. So I guess I've been journaling literally my whole life. So it's no surprise that I'm still doing it now. But I really wanted to just put this out there for, especially for the beginners, or even for people who've never done this before. This is a great way to learn a little bit about yourself, have some fun. It's kind of a very relaxing activity to do, and you can learn a lot about yourself as you do it. Well, anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope this inspired some of you to maybe start a glue book or a junk journal, or a picture book, I guess you would say. And I hope you all have a blessed day, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Have a great day.